between Cal Poly-Pomona and their first men's championship.
Save $523. 16 minutes could save you 16%. Come on. Isn't it time an auto insurer gave it to you straight? That's why you should talk to State Farm. But not yet. First, talk to any one of the 40 million drivers who already have State Farm. 40 million. Yeah, that's more than Geico and Progressive combined. By a lot. 40 million drivers, more savings, and discounts up to 40%. Where else are you going to get discounts like that? Call an agent at 1-800-STATE-FARM or go online.
There you see Grant Kaminsky, his assistant, their associate coach, Bill Bannon, is from nearby Sudbury, near Springfield, the native of Boston, and much of his family is here. I believe they brought some cupcakes in, right?
Now Browns. His mom, Maureen, has brought us Brown his 2 games in a row.
And you have something to punch on the state of Virginia. That isn't the class of the truck left to it. Fat chance of that. Ashton Smith from way downtown. Loose ball, Rosser comes down with it. And they're going to let it play out on the team. Now Booker brings it back out. Indiana, Pennsylvania made their first trip to the men's final, but Cal Poly-Pomona is back, and this time claims their first Division II National Championship. For Dan Bonner, this is Tim Rando saying so long from Springfield. Coming up next, it's the road to the Final Four. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports, an exclusive home of the men's NCAA Basketball Championship.
So many of your favorites.
Subway footlongs are just $5.
I'm serious. It's so many.
Just $5.
Did you catch that? How about? How much? What's the hook? $5. Just $5? Hey, listen up. How can they do this?
Company secret.
This will be big.
With any $5 footlong, man.
Everyone loves Subway $5 footlongs. So many favorites all day, every day, including the mouth-watering made-to-your-order meatball marinara.
Subway, eat fresh.
Is it the end of TV as you know it? Introducing the LG Infinity series, resetting the standards of design and entertainment with 3D technology, taking TV to a new dimension. So, is it TV or something better?
If it was up to me, investment firms wouldn't even dream of overcharging people. In fact, they'd spend all their time dreaming up ways to give us more for our money. I guess I just like to see a little more give and a little less take, you know? If it was up to me, they'd spend a lot more time worrying about my bottom line.
At Charles Schwab, investors rule. Are you ready to rule?
The trophy and call yourself champion is the dream of every college student athlete.
And Georgia Southern has won the national championship.
Don't miss any of the action at NCAA.com. Your home for all 88 NCAA championships, including over 300 live webcasts, highlights, scores, stats, and more. NCAA.com, where champions live.
A tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS.
There's only one ultimate driving machine. There's only one BMW Spring Sales Drive. Right now, get a Spring Drive credit of up to $2,500 on select 2010 models. Release the Kraken!
I'm not gonna do this. Give me the chance to prove it wrong. There is a God in you. Be sure
feels a breeze. Clash of the Titans. Second in 3D, also in 2D, rated PG-13.
Paul Murphy is my name. I got the RAV4. Everybody needs a deal, and this has got to be one of the best deals around.
This is the opportunity you've been waiting for, but time is running out to take advantage of these historic offers. So see your Toyota dealer and get great deals on many of your favorite Toyota models. Lease a new 2010 Camry for just $179 a month, or get 0% APR financing for 60 months.
Where can you beat that?
Every game, every score, every emotion. Only on WCBSTV.com.
Rockets got a hurry! Up! Oh! Tried it! To make that fire! And go overtime! What a game! And Richmond University is on its way to the Elite Eight. Are headed to the Elite Eight. Knocked away by Miller and taken by Hayward. And for the first time ever, Butler is going to the Elite Eight. Oh! Jumper. Pulls, turns, fires. Got it. Ball straight away. Bam! And that's it. Kansas State. That's the Elite Eight. The Bears are done. What a day of college basketball. Once again, everyone, I'm Greg Gumbel. Welcome to our New York studios and the road to the Final Four. We began with 65 teams, and now the 2010 NCAA tournament is down to the Elite Eight. Today and tomorrow will determine which teams will make it to this year's Final Four. Alongside me, my colleagues Greg Anthony and Seth Davis of Sports Illustrated, and we are delighted to be joined by a man who experienced college basketball's ultimate shining moment 2 years ago, Coach Bill Self of the Kansas Jayhawks. Before I welcome you, Coach, I think we all know that Bill Self would rather be someplace else than here today.
Yeah, I got a feeling this is not a real comfortable position for you.
I like St. Louis, but not there. But that was certainly a great memory there with Mario making the shot.
His favorite time of the year, Seth.
If you can't be there, we're just glad that you're here. How's that?
I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
Well, following our show, we'll tip off today's two regional finals. The action begins in Salt Lake City with Butler and Kansas State. The Bulldogs knocked out top-seeded Syracuse to draw within one win of a Final Four homecoming in Indianapolis. The Wildcats needed double overtime to claw past Xavier and return to the Elite Eight for the first time in 22 years. We will finish in Syracuse with the top two seeds in the East, West Virginia and Kentucky. The Mountaineers had too much firepower for number 11 Washington. Meanwhile, number 1 Kentucky, led by 3 freshman starters, ended Cornell's Cinderella story. All right, now let's take you out to Salt Lake City, where Gus Johnson and Len Elmore have more on today's Butler-Kansas State matchup.
Beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah, and welcome to the Wild, Wild West as Butler prepares to take on Kansas State in the regional final. So the Butler Bulldogs knocked off top-seeded Syracuse. Kansas State needed double overtime to beat Xavier. One of these teams will punch the first ticket to the Final Four in Indy. Hi, everybody. Gus Johnson along with my partner, Len Elmore, and welcome to Salt Lake City. And on Thursday night, Lenny, I tell you what, the stars really stepped up for both teams.
Well, both teams needed their leading scorers to come to the floor and get the job done. And for Butler, it was Gordon Hayward, who definitely showed his range from outside, as well as getting the ball inside for the basket. And Jacob Pullen for Kansas State, late in the game and in overtime, he came through with some big, big shots. Now, when we talk about X Factors, those X Factors will be in the middle. Matt Howard for Butler is a physical, frustrating guy in the middle. Curtis Kelly for Kansas State must maintain his poise and discipline.
So, one game for the Final Four. We talked to both coaches about the keys to success.
I think the key for us, without question, is being able to set our defense and make them take one tough shot. You know, keep them off the glass. and then go from there.
Well, we've got to keep them off the offensive glass. And then secondly, we've been the best offensive rebounding team in the Big 12 3 years in a row. We've got to be good on the offensive glass. That's part of who we are. It's part of what we do.
Rebounding, the biggest factor for this game between Butler and Kansas State. One of these teams will punch the first ticket to the Final Four. Let's go back to Greg.
All right, guys, thank you. In Butler, you have the longest winning streak in the country. In Kansas State, you have a team that no one knows more about than you, Coach.
They're good, and nobody plays harder than K-State. I haven't seen any team match their intensity over a course of 40 minutes for every game this season. Unbelievable on the offensive glass. They get over 40% of their misses back, and they really, really guard, and they have maybe the two best shot makers left in the tournament in Poole and Clemente.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be a tremendous challenge for Butler, a team offensively that is not the most efficient. They're only shooting 40% in this tournament, yet they find themselves in a regional 8. And I tell you, a very interesting stat, Coach, the fact that the last 10 times a team has lost a one in overtime game, they went on to lose the very next game. Why could that be the case?
Well, people don't understand this, but after you play the last game, whether it be Thursday or Friday, you know, you get your team together, you get back to the hotel. It could be a 2:30 a.m. dinner. And by the time guys get unwound, they're going to bed at 4 o'clock, and the day starts early. And now playing the first game is a quick turnaround.
And I think that obviously that's Frank Martin's job to supply the energy that his players might not otherwise have. And you talk about the rebounding. This is why I think that Kansas State is going to win the basketball game. Butler's being out-rebounded by more than 8 per game in this tournament. And Kansas State, as Bill knows, pursues the basketball on the offensive glass like no other team in the country. That's going to be too much of an advantage for Butler to deal with.
All right, let's update a couple of injury reports. West Virginia guard Deshaun Butler injured his right hand in the Mountaineers' win over Washington on Thursday night. What's the latest, Seth?
Well, the hand is definitely hurt, but he practiced yesterday. Didn't miss any practice time, and for what I'm hearing from the coaching staff, it really is not affecting his shooting. I certainly don't think it will limit his minutes. I think he'll be healthy and ready to go. And there's also a question, by the way, with Kentucky's freshman center, DeMarcus Cousins. He actually had to get his back stretched out. It's been bothering him for the last week or two, but again, he did not miss any practice time yesterday. It's more the sense of him being a big guy carrying a lot of weight. It is definitely bothering him, but it's not an injury. There's no back spasms, and I think that he'll be ready to go.
All right, Seth, we remind you, NCAA March Madness on Demand is streaming the Men's Division I NCAA Championship online and for free. You can watch any game, anytime at NCAA.com. There is much more ahead as we continue down the road to the Final Four. We will show you how the Spartans have turned adversity into an advantage in this 2010 tournament. And you meet Jacob Pullen, the bearded wonder who's led Kansas State into the Elite 8 by a whisker. We'll round up Coach Mass and his Wildcats for a look back at their storybook championship season 25 years ago. But up next, we'll explain how the country roads of West Virginia have led the Mountaineers back home to New York.
So that presentation Barry was supposed to give tomorrow is today. Fortunately, he has AT&T's blazing fast 3G laptop connect card, which means he can download all his PDFs, spreadsheets, and meeting notes before you have the chance to say
that little truck right there. You don't see those out on the road, you know? It's a luggage cart.
Switch to the nation's fastest 3G network and get the AT&T Laptop Connect card for free.
So you guys are actually the directors of How to Train Your Dragon?
Yep. Yeah.
Dream works. I get the dream part, but how does the works work?
We have a lot of computing power here at the studio. A lot of it's custom, all provided by HP.
It's really the artists and HP working together.
So you guys, you're the dream side of it, really, aren't you?
Well, we write and direct.
You write and direct. That's pretty cushy, though. What's your job? Oh, I'm a dreamer. Sleeping.
We do this right.
Make your dreams work at HP.com.
I wanted to paint my whole room this color.
Yep, she wanted to paint her whole room that color. So we went to Lowe's.
I just told them that we could find a really great purple out of one of our color palettes that we have arranged by room. It's called Rocker Girl.
My room looks awesome.
Oh, and every day the prices are guaranteed. Can I dye my hair purple?
Experience. No. Lowe's. Let's build something together.
That's all you want.
Lowe's is a proud corporate partner of the NCAA and sponsor of the Senior Class Award.
Make NCAA March Madness better. With Papa John's $10 buzzer beater. All large pizzas just $10. Your choice of toppings. Your choice of pizzas. Even specialties just